Hello, my name's Amy Smith and I am Marketing Manager for East Coast College. Thank you for joining us this evening for our virtual subject session. In this session, we are going to be talking about our art, design and photography and fashion and textiles courses. So lots to get through in this session. Just to make you aware, this session is being recorded so that we can share it with other students who are unable to attend this event, but none of your details will be able to be seen on the recording. You will also see on your screen a box that says Q&A. As we go through the presentation, if you've got any questions, anything that springs to mind, please feel free to pop it into that box and we will answer all the questions at the end. So we are joined in this session by our curriculum manager for creative, Matt Dale, who is going to tell you a bit more about our courses and the types of things you will be doing while you're with us at college. So over to you, Matt.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Amy. Welcome to the Art, Design and Fashion presentation. My name is Matt Dale and I'll talk you through our art, design and fashion courses. So if you love art, design and fashion, including drawing, photography, or want to be a graphic designer, you could be a sculptor or a games or fashion designer, it all starts here. I will mention course levels and GCSE results and our locations at either Great Yarmouth or at Lowestoft campus. On our website, we have a virtual tour. Go and have a look at that. That shows you the studios at Great Yarmouth, so we'll start there. We have large and well-resourced buildings in Studio 1 and 2, which include print, drawing, 3D spaces, also fashion, computers with Photoshop, and the other Adobe suite software, and photography darkrooms. Not many people have darkrooms these days. At Lowestoft, we have the 5th floor. That's the one you can see if you live in Lowestoft, you can, at the top. And again, we have the specialist print and ceramics workshops, photography darkrooms again, and a Mac suite of computers running Photoshop and Adobe. Both colleges have nearby canteens, student services, advice and guidance, library, and student social areas. But I'm going to focus on our spaces to start with. We have a course for you, whether you, whatever your experience or GCSE results. So if you have great GCSE results, you can come straight onto our level 3, depending on your experience. And if not, you can work your way up through our level 1 and 2. The level 1 art, design and fashion course includes projects that are built into the timetable, which includes building your confidence and getting used to structure, retaking your maths and English, possibly at functional skills level, and working towards your level 2 and 3. Your timetable, we'll start with the timetable, includes your broken down, includes your course broken down into roughly 6-week projects based on themes where you can specialize or approach broadly. Past themes have been things like data, journey, distortion. You'll know that if you do art and design at school at the moment. We will also have a tutorial session, master classes, enrichment, directed study, and those English and maths slots if you need them. The foundation course is based at Lowestoft and is designed for students who have been out of education, maybe in employment, but now wish to go to university. The course is free if it's your first level 3 qualification. Otherwise, you can apply for a loan. There's a bit more information on that on our website. The teaching staff in creative are specialists, so that means the drawing teacher is actually an illustrator. The textiles teacher does textiles and jewelry design, by the way, and has qualifications and degree in fashion and textiles. And our graphics teacher has been a designer before becoming a teacher. So these are specialist people teaching you the specialist areas. During the year, you'll take part in real project briefs and competitions, building your portfolio of photography, art and design, fashion, to an end of year exhibition That's us hanging your artwork up on the walls, and that is a celebration of the year. It's an opportunity just to look back and see how well we've done. You come to college to build on your interest, gain further skills, experiment with new ideas and techniques, and meet new people. And of course, to work hard to achieve good grades and progress to a job or university. Our courses are either college certificate, which is or college certificate, or an OCR or UAL. The UAL is a level 3 qualification and is equivalent to 3 A levels. All are challenging and have strict deadlines. All are sketchbook and portfolio based, including research and development of your ideas. And again, if you're doing art at the moment, in one form or another at school or at college, you know what all that stuff means. In your second year of the level 3 course, you will select a specialist pathway, which will be linked to your intended career and university course. So you might want to go to Lincoln to do photography, or Manchester to do fashion. Students that complete our level 3 course go into jobs like tattoo design, sign design. Those that get jobs outside the creative industries often continue with their creative work, which, as we know, is great for your well-being and mental health. Students go to university here at East Coast College, Norwich and further afield, after which they become graphic designers, photographers, illustrators, artists, fashion designers, etc. Okay, the next 3 slides are student stories. I've been lucky enough to work at the college for a little while now and seen students go on to some fantastic success. So you may think that an A-level route is designed for progression to uni. Actually, in art and design, the opposite is true. Students that have the opportunity to explore creative subjects in depth and have specialist training throughout the year or years are more likely and able to be successful at university. So this is Sam Harrens. Sam was an illustrator and graphic designer at college. He had an interest in music and film and always wanted to collaborate with others. He went on to Norwich, Newer, after East Coast College to achieve his degree. He now makes and sells his artwork, works on large-scale murals for restaurants and coffee shops, and helps publish the Norwich magazine and website. This is Fern. She's an illustrator and ceramicist. She was interested in plant and animal life and enjoyed drawing detailed pictures of insects at college. She first used clay and porcelain while she was at college doing the level 3 and went on to Newer again to achieve her degree. Her work has appeared in advertising and magazines from America to Japan. She's doing incredibly well, and she still lives in Norfolk. And this is Beth Smith. Beth wanted to be a fashion photographer actually when she joined us. She found an interest actually in fashion design and making. She, after the level 3 course, went on to do the FDA in Fashion and Textiles at East Coast College and completed her degree last year in Manchester. She now works for Yarmouth Oilskins, which is a fishing heritage fashion brand. She makes and sells the products internationally. Any other questions? I was just going to say at this point, you can check out our Facebook page. You're probably going to say all that, aren't you? You can say that, Amy.
Yeah, no, Matt, go ahead. If you want to sell your Facebook page, please do.
Well, I was just going to say to make sure that you what's the word? Make sure that you like. Make sure you like the college Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Instagram, and we have an art and design Instagram and Facebook page also. That's what I was going to say there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, the course pages are really great so that you can get a flavour of what students are currently doing on the course. And of course, our general East Coast College social media pages are good so you can see a bit more of an overview of college life. So you'll see all the sorts of things that everybody gets up to. So both of them are definitely worth a look and a follow.
Lovely,
Yeah.
thank you. I couldn't have got that more wrong. I'm sorry about that.
No, not at all. So that's yes, thanks Matt for taking us through those courses. So now it's time for your questions. So as I said, there's a Q&A box. Please feel free to pop those in there and we will start working our way through. We've already had a couple come through, Matt, so I will get started on those. So somebody has said, do I need to have studied art at school to be able to do these courses?
The simple answer to that is no. You can start on one of our level 1 or level 2 courses. All of our courses take you through the skills that you're going to need. So some students who come on our courses haven't done graphics before or use specific software. So again, the simple answer is no, you can come onto our course and pick up the skills. What I would say though, is that you will need to prove in an interview that you have more than a passing interest in art. In other words, that art is a passion or of an interest to you, and maybe that you've got some drawing or some photography or some design work or film work even to show us at interview.
Great, thanks, Matt. And that was another question, actually, whether you need to have a portfolio for interview. So I suppose it doesn't have to be anything. It can just be stuff that they've done at home, can it? If it's not that they've studied it or already gained some experience or anything.
Absolutely. If you've done art or textiles or graphics or photography at school, bring some of that work. If you haven't got that work, then bring some of the stuff you're doing at home. If you love art, you're always doodling, you're drawing, you're sketching, you're taking photographs, bring us some of those examples.
Great, thank you, Matt. Somebody has asked, will I need to supply my own materials during the course?
Yes, we have basic kit at college. We will supply you with paper and pens and inks and all sorts of things that you will need. We'll also supply you with some of the more specialist stuff to do with printmaking or photography. We won't expect you to have a camera, but if you've got a camera, that would be useful. We would like you to bring your basic art kit. So if you're doing art at school at the moment, or if you're doing art at home at the moment, then bring a pencil case full of pens and pencils and rubbers and rulers and all of those things. That would be useful, yes.
Great, okay. Another question here. Is there going to be an opportunity for me to have a look around the college and see the creative spaces before September? I can probably help with that one. We did manage to hold some open days before Christmas, so if you've got a chance to come to one of those, then great. We have got some more open days scheduled in June, so they are scheduled for the 23rd and the 24th of June. 23rd at Lowestoft, 24th at Great Yarmouth. You can book a slot to come on those now. So if you visit our website, details of which will be on the next screen shortly, you can book your place for our open evenings via our Eventbrite page. There's all sorts of times and slots you can book to come visit us, and at those events you will be able to be taken on a tour of the whole college if you'd like, or you can just go straight to the creative areas and see all the facilities there. So yes, absolutely. And also, if you have applied already, or even if you haven't but are planning to, you will be invited into college for a preparation for college day as well. These have been penciled in, I believe, for the end of June, start of July. Dates sort of still subject to change, obviously, with just waiting for more guidance from the government, but we're hopeful that they can still go ahead in person, and they will involve you being invited into the college for a morning to the place where you're going to study, and you will then get the chance to meet your tutor, obviously some of your other classmates, and again get to see those facilities. So yes, absolutely, there will be opportunities. And like Matt said, if you want to take a little look now, there is the virtual tour on our websites as well, so you can move yourself around the creative spaces and have a look there too. So yes, that's it. Question here, Matt. What are the course requirements for studying fashion and textiles?
The same for all our level 3 courses. We would prefer you to have GCSE grade 4 to 5. But if you've got a passion, we will always interview and we'll always look at a student. We have an art and design course which has a touch of textiles and fashion on it, or we have the fashion course that runs on its own. I think I've covered that, haven't I? Yeah, I think I've covered
Yeah, yeah, great,
Thank you.
thank you. And I think this might be our final question. How are all of the different levels assessed? Is it a mixture of practical and exams, or how does that work?
Okay, so all the levels are assessed slightly differently, but they're assessed by a series of work that you submit, which we will then assess individually based on a theme that I mentioned earlier. Throughout the year, we will build your grading profile, which means that by the end, you will have past merits or distinctions. Obviously, you're coming to college to get, or to at least aim for, your merits and distinctions. And those merits and distinctions are picked up in your last unit of the year, which is called a final major project. The final major project is your opportunity to use all the skills that you've built through the year, and to put them into something you've always wanted to do. So that's the one that we show off in our end of year exhibition.
That was just one more question that popped through. Is there ever, will I get a chance to exhibit my work at all? So I think, yeah, the end of year exhibition, can you just tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, lovely, thank you. Yes, so up to last year, we had on-site exhibitions. That's in the colleges, either at Lowestoft or Yarmouth. Every other year, we would have it in the town centres, maybe a disused shop, which we would take over for a few days. At the moment, of course, most of our exhibitions and the work that we can show off are digital portfolios, so keep an eye out for that on our Facebook pages. That's where I got mixed up earlier, and on the colleges. Hopefully we will point you towards, anybody who's interested, our end of year exhibition. So that will be all of the work that the students have produced throughout the year, particularly for this final major project, where we'll give you some examples of the work that students are producing at the moment. That's an amazing sort of celebration of the end of the year.
Great. Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. Okay, I think that brings us to the end of the questions. So thank you once again for joining us this evening. On screen now is our website, www.eastcoast.ac.uk. If you haven't yet applied, make sure you visit the website. You can take a look at our course pages and see all of the courses that Matt has spoken about this evening. Hit the apply now button and it will take you straight through to our online application form. There's also an email address on the screen, here to help, at eastcoast.ac.uk. If there's anything you think of after this session or anything else you'd like to ask at all about joining us at college, then please don't hesitate, pop an email through there and a member of the team will get back to you. So we hope you found that useful. Hopefully that's answered some of your questions, and we hope to be able to welcome you very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.